Hey guys, I wanted to go down the scorecard of the stocks that I recommended this week. I know it's easy to forget because I put out quite a few trade ideas of what setups, what looks undervalued to me. So let's start from the top. So you remember that I recommended Okta earlier this week with their earnings report, and a lot of us made some good money on that one. Yep. And remember, whatever direction it goes, if you're gambling going into earnings, number one, we always keep the position small, which you know. And then for me personally, I will sell whatever direction it goes right after the report is dropped, whether it's up or down. I just get out of the way, guys, okay? Because sometimes it goes up and then it can come back down later when you see more numbers and vice versa. So I accept my fate wherever it goes in the first 5 minutes after the earnings. If it's going up, I'll ride it up, sell a little at a time as it's going up. And then as soon as I see, a red bar come in on the chart, then I get out of the way, right? Or if it sells off right away, I will sell it. And even if it bounces, if I miss it, oh well. But I will look for opportunities when they're quality stocks that I like, especially in the AI field, if they have good earnings and they have an overreaction where they sell off, then I will look to add a little into my long-term account. That's how I like to do it personally. But for short-term account, earnings, whatever direction it goes, right after the earnings report is dropped, whether it be in aftermarket or pre-market, I get out of the way, just so you guys know. So Okta was a good one. Zscaler sold off initially, went down into the low 190s, and then I put out an alert to recommend. I recommended buying the dip, and sure enough, it rebounded. Plus, it went higher. So that was another good call. Okay, and then CXAI was one I put out 5 days ago. That was on my Sunday video. Okay. Also, that went up 40% today too. Huge day for CXAI. Let me know again. Drop me a comment if you're playing any of these or did play them and made some money. Big Bear AI was another one I put out because of that article, even though it was purely speculation about them being the next Palantir. There's so many people that missed that Palantir run who will buy just on that speculation of Big Bear AI. So it wouldn't surprise me if this keeps going higher, even though their financials are nowhere near, guys, where Palantir's are. But in this risk on market, it doesn't matter right now, guys. With the short interest, they have no choice but to get out of the way, right? And that's what keeps some of these rallies like we saw with SoundHound too, right? These short squeezes that are happening, the shorts are just like, forget this and getting out of the way. So that's why part of the reason why this week was spectacular, okay, with these small caps too. So Big Bear AI was a winner, sorry. And then Iris Energy, ticker symbol IREN, that was also in my Sunday night video where I talked about CXAI. Okay, that one they do Bitcoin. They purchase Bitcoin and they have AI computing, cloud computing service revenue as well. So you get a little bit of AI and a little bit of Bitcoin buying, just like MicroStrategy and Mara are doing it, for example. So that was another good one. That one's up as well since I recommended it. And while we're on that subject, like I said, Mara and MicroStrategy, Mara's up a little bit since I recommended it when it was like about 25. And MicroStrategy is up like tiny bit since it recommended. That one went up to the 440s and then came back. So I do expect it to go higher eventually. So that one's slightly up. And then Upstart, I recommended when it was at 69, 67. I said I was buying a little bit more, okay, of that one. And now it's back at like 77 there. And then Tesla, obviously, I said, been talking about this one for a long time. This has been a rocket ship ever since Trump got elected. I said, be in Tesla because of them having ties, the deregulation, obviously with full self-driving hitting the roads. So my eyes are dry. Full self-driving hitting the roads a lot quicker because of Trump in office. That's part of the reason the stock's going higher too. Many reasons. All the businesses that Tesla have, the smartest man in the world with Elon Musk. Don't bet against this guy. But at this point, guys, I'm not saying to buy these now. You got to wait for a dip, right? I don't buy anything when it's up 10, 20, 30% in a day. You got to wait for a red day. And it's good to look at the charts so you see the pattern. And that's why I always recommend, if you can, just focus on a few, especially if you're a beginner trader, so you can understand the personality of those stocks better and know the resistance, support levels. So when it does sell off hard, you don't panic and sell. You just say, oh, it just come back down to this support level. Okay, I can still, that was actually a good time to buy, right? And that's why, the more experience you have, obviously, the better you'll get with that. And then also, Amazon's been crushing it since I recommended buying that one under $200 a share, okay? Robinhood, one of my top ones. I love this company. And they just keep going up. We know at the election, ever since they started the election betting is when I started recommending it hard. And it's just kept going up since then. And obviously with all the extra crypto trading volume as well as stock trading volume. And they have over 2 million users. They have the gold membership. They have overnight trading. I love using their platform. So all that combined is why this is one of my favorite ones. And they're still not even close to back to all-time highs, guys. So Robinhood, I like that one. Coinbase, I also recommended that one. And that one's up a little bit since I did. And then, UiPath was the one that I did recommend 2 days before earnings. Again, going in with a small position as usual with earnings. But it did go up immediately after the report was dropped. And it was up 11% at one point. I sold when it was up about 9-10%. And then it came crashing back down. Okay, so if you did sell right away, you made money. But if not, you lost a little bit. But overall, guys, the scorecard was solid this week. I want to hear your story. Drop me a comment below. Let me know which ones of these you played and how much money you made. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend, guys.